What's up, everybody? It's day 346. I'm actually upstairs in call it the war room. Got my computers going. Of course, it's a craft room also. I don't do the crafting, but Kelly does. But it's day 346, like I said, and I was been up here making calls, and I've been started going through my list of people that I've talked to the past like 6 months that I have on my newsletter just to say hi, and also just to make sure that the addresses were correct and things like that. Just doing some updating. But what I want to get on here to talk about today is the fact that the sellers been pushing the envelope on the pricing of houses right now. And they're pushing and pushing and pushing until basically you're going to get to a point where you reach a ceiling of what people are going to pay for homes. And it's just what happens in markets like today. Happens with anything, like doing a competition. It's just anything. If you keep like concerts and stuff, like if you keep adding price to it until the consumer says no more, I'm not going to buy that house or I'm not going to pay for that ticket. And then you start seeing a decline in purchases of certain things like concert tickets or homes. That's when the prices are going to start going down. Now, with that being said, I get emails all the time talking about how there's a price drop on this house, price drop on this house. So I went back and looked in the MLS and 11 homes have a price drop since July 1st, pretty much. And it's only the 7th. It might have been July 2nd. So 11 homes have price drops. That means they were priced too high to begin with, and that the fact that they were just trying to get as much money as they could for the home. And also, homes are sitting on the house a little bit longer, especially with that higher price point. There's a guy that I went and talked to. He ended up listing with somebody else, unfortunately. But his house has been on the market for 15 days. And the agent has it priced at $399 in Savoy. And a house down the street from him sold for $377, $380. Let's call it $380. And that house had a pool. This guy's house has no pool. So eventually they're going to probably have to drop the price. I pray that they don't have to drop the price because he's looking to squeeze as much money out of it as he can because he wants to move to the Gulf Shores for his kids, which is totally understandable. But the fact is, if you push the envelope too much on the house and it's not selling if you don't have any contracts, if you don't have that many showings, anything like that, that means your house is probably priced too high, and the market and the consumer is telling you the house is priced too high. So a lot of those homes are just sitting there with very little showings, and they're just, they're nitpicking different things about the house too, just to say that it's not the right price. They don't want to come out and say it's the wrong price. Some people actually will. A lot of people will say it's dirty, or, such and such could be fixed. The paint on the wall is bad, blah, 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 things like that. But those things are happening. That means it's priced too high for what you're trying to sell. If you don't have fresh paint on the walls, fresh paint on the baseboards, if your baseboards aren't spotless, like restaurant spotless, if you're not down on the ground scrubbing those baseboards, like if you don't have a good ceiling, or ceiling definitely is discolored, you definitely want to paint it. But if you don't have good roof, things like that, if your garage isn't really cleaned out, maybe your garage isn't painted, maybe it's just, smells or something in there, like try and get those things fixed if you're asking top dollar. If you are asking top dollar, even in today's market where people are just buying houses sight unseen, you still have to be priced right, and you still have to have some really good pictures on the internet, and you just have to have a good house overall and be in a great location. So that's what I got for today. If you know any sellers or buyers that are looking for some help, please reach out to me. I would love to help them out. And if you are a seller and your house is just sitting there, make sure you go over and go through, look at the price of the house and make a hard decision. Have a hard discussion with your realtor and ask them if it's really the right price, or if it's really, are we pushing the envelope too far? Am I trying to get as much money? Am I trying to get too much money out of this market, or what? So go out there and make somebody smile tomorrow and have a wonderful day. Thanks a lot. Bye.